Welcome once again to Let's Get Quizzical game number 5. Really thankful to the Bristol Institute team for once again coming forward and sponsoring this episode. The Bristol Institute of Business Management, once again the proud sponsors of Let's Get Quizzical game number 5. Question number 1. Which of Sri Lanka's 25 districts is surrounded by the most number of districts? Which of Sri Lanka's 25 districts is surrounded by or borders the most number of districts? Is it Colombo? Is it Kegal? Is it Ratnapura? Or is it Anuradhapura? Kept those answers coming in. Ooh, it was a very close tie-up between Ratnapura and Anuradhapura, but the correct answer is Ratnapura. The district of Ratnapura borders 9 other districts. Anuradhapura borders 7. I think Colombo borders about 5 or 6. Kegal is also around 6 or 7, if I'm not mistaken. But the correct answer is Ratnapura. The district of Ratnapura borders 9 other districts, right? Who would have thought, no? Let's look at our leaderboard after question number 1. All right, Terry with a heart is into the lead at 955. Satindu is in second. Dark Prince is in third. CM2 is in fourth. AW55 is in fifth. We move on to question number 2. This flag belongs to the most populous landlocked country in the world, famous for its coffee. What country? This flag belongs to the most populous landlocked country in the world, famous for its coffee. What is this country? Is it Brazil? Is it Ethiopia? Is it Nigeria? Or is it Kazakhstan? The correct answer is, of course, Ethiopia. Kazakhstan, yes, it's the world's largest landlocked country, but it's not the world's most populous. Lokuma janagahanak in the landlocked country එක තමයි Ethiopia, right? Ethiopia is in Africa. I think it has over 100 or 181 million people in Ethiopia, right? Brazil is also a large country famous for its coffee. Nigeria is also another populous country in the world. It's the most populous country in Africa, but actually this flag belonged to Ethiopia, the most populous landlocked country in the world, famous for its coffee. Well done to the 65 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, Satindu has shot up to the lead, closely followed by Terry. Dark Prince Davies Kakashi Hatake is in 5th position. We move on to question number 3. This logo depicts one of the most common chronic diseases in the world, affecting 8.5% of the population. What is it? The logo you see on the screen, a blank white circle with a light blue border, depicts one of the most common chronic diseases in the world. Is it COVID-19? Is it chronic kidney disease? Is it diabetes? Or is it breast cancer? Ooh, the correct answer is diabetes. That logo, the white plain circle with a light blue border, depicts it is the logo of diabetes, right? 8.5% of the world population. That's a huge number. I think it's about more than 400 million people in the world suffer from diabetes. I think 1 out of every 10 people in Sri Lanka also suffer from this disease. Well done to the 44 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, Terry is back in the lead. Kakashi Hatake is now in second. Sanju for TW is in third. Rahul J has shot up into the top 5. He's in 4th. Dark Prince is now in 5th position. Well done, Certain Failure. You are up 55 places. You're the highest climber for that question. We move on to our next question. The Mariana Trench is the deepest trench on Earth. What is the deepest point of the Mariana Trench called? The deepest point on Earth is the Mariana Trench. What is the deepest point of the Mariana Trench called? It is the deepest point on planet Earth. Is it the Sea of Tranquility? Is it Deep Blue? Is it the City of Atlantis? Or is it the Challenger Deep? Of course, the correct answer is Challenger Deep. The Sea of Tranquility is actually where Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Deep Blue, I just came up with that. City of Atlantis is the fictitious city depicted in Aquaman, right? Challenger Deep is the deepest point on planet Earth. Well done to the 72 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, Sanuka is into the top 5 for the first time. Terry is still in the lead. Takashi Hatake, a very close second. Sanju for TW in third. Rahul J is in fourth. Well done to the 7 players who just hit an answer streak of 3 in a row. Well done. Africa, South America, and Australia were all parts of a supercontinent 550 million years ago. What was the name of this continent? Was it Eurasia? Was it Gondwana land? Was it Shangri-La? Or was it Mashona land? Africa, South America, Australia, and even Sri Lanka were all parts of the supercontinent over 550 million years ago. What is this continent? The correct answer is Gondwana land. So there was a huge supercontinent called Pangaea over 550 million years ago. So it is believed to have moved out. So the bottom part of Pangaea was called Gondwana land. It included the continents of Africa, South America, Australia, and even Sri Lanka. Right? So it moved away and all the continents were separated. It was called Gondwana land. Well done to the 79 of you who got that correct. Mashona land is currently in Zimbabwe. All right, Eurasia is a combination of Europe and Asia. Well done to the 79 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Rahul J is now in second. Dark Prince is in third. Perry is still in the lead. Sanju for TW is in fourth. Sanuka is in fifth. We look at our next question. Question number 6. Reykjavik in Iceland is the northernmost capital of the world. What is the southernmost capital city in the world? Reykjavik in Iceland is the northernmost capital of the world. What is the southernmost capital of the world? Is it Wellington? Is it Canberra? Is it Buenos Aires? Or is it Cape Town? What is the southernmost capital city in the world? Well done to the 73 of you who got that correct. Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, is the southernmost capital city in the world. Canberra is in second. I think Buenos Aires is in third, if I'm not mistaken. Cape Town in South Africa is also in the southern hemisphere, but the southernmost capital city of the world is Wellington in New Zealand. Well done to the 73 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, JE into the top 5 for the first time. Terry still in the lead. Let's look at our next question. Well done, Happy. You're up 31 places. You're the highest climber for that question. Which island in Sri Lanka is famous for its wild ponies? Which island in Sri Lanka is famous for its wild ponies? Is it Kites Island? Is it Nagadeep Island? Is it Delft Island? Or is it Manna Island? The correct answer is, of course, Delft Island. Delft Island is famous for its wild ponies. So these wild ponies were brought to Sri Lanka or Ceylon by the Dutch. They wanted to domesticate wild ponies in Sri Lankan homes. Unfortunately, when they left, the ponies were stranded on that island, and they are finding it very difficult now to manage with the harshness of the heat in the northern peninsula of Sri Lanka. Well done to the 98 of you who got that correct. So Delft Island is probably the best location to shoot the movie My Little Pony and Friends, if ever they want to do that. Well done to the 98 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. Well done, Terry. You're still in the lead. We are down to the last question of round number 1. At 225 meters, Ramboda Tunnel is the longest road tunnel in Sri Lanka. Which of our currency notes carries the Ramboda Tunnel? The Ramboda Tunnel is the longest road tunnel in Sri Lanka. Which of our currency notes carries an image of it? Is it the 1,000 rupee note? Is it the 5,000 rupee note? Is it the 100 rupee note? Or is it the 500 rupee note? Ooh, that was close. The Rambuda tunnel at 225 meters is the longest tunnel in Sri Lanka. And the 1,000 rupee note carries an image of the Rambuda tunnel, right? The 100 rupee note carries an image of the Norotsole power plant. I'm not going to talk about the other notes because who knows, I might ask a question in one of our future quizzes. Alright, so we are down to the end of round number 1. Let's look at our leaderboard after round number 1 of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 5. Alright, so Rahul J has just overtaken Terry as the leader. Rahul is in the lead with 9,526 points. Sanju for TW is in second, 9,440. JE is now in third, 9,274. Terry drops down to fourth, 8,578. You 10, 15. පුළුවන් nickname එකක් දාන්න ඕක කියවන්න පුළුවන් ලේසි එකක්. He's at 8,300. Well done. We have just concluded round number 1 of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 5, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. I'm wearing their t-shirt proudly once again. Round number 2, current affairs and world politics. Everyone is talking about the Kandakadu Rehabilitation Center. In which district is Kandakadu located? These days is talking about the Kandakadu Rehabilitation Center. In which district of Sri Lanka is Kandakadu located? Is it Vaunia? Is it Anuradhapura? Is it Polonnaruwa? Or is it Bedikalo? Ooh, well done. You guys know your Sri Lankan geography. Kandakadu is located in Bedikanda, Polonnaruwa. 68 of you got that correct. Well done. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Right, so Rahul is still in the lead. He has hit 10,900 points. Mad Max has come into the top 5 with a bang. He's in number 2. Sanju for TW is in third. Terry is in fourth. JE is in fifth. Well done, guys. Let's look at our next question. Who is the current Director General or head of the World Health Organization? Who is the head of who? Who is the current Director General or head of the World Health Organization? Is it Pedro Gonzalez? Is it Antonio Guterres? Is it Ben Carson? Or is it Tedros Adhanom? A man who is very much in the news these days. Of course, the correct answer is Tedros Adhanom. He is an Ethiopian. He currently heads the World Health Organization. If you watch news, you see him almost every day. Pedro Gonzalez is the name I just came up with. Antonio Guterres is the current Secretary General of the United Nations. Ben Carson was a former cabinet minister in Donald Trump's cabinet. Tedros Adhanom is the head of the World Health Organization. Well done to the 80 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, a small shift in the top 5. Terry is in the third place. JE is in fourth. Muru, who was on the podium last time, has shot up into the top 5. Well done to Rahul J. You're still in the lead. Remember, everything can change in just 1 or 2 questions. Let's look at our next question. The controversial Brazilian president was recently tested positive for COVID-19. What is his name? Question. The Brazilian president is almost always surrounded by controversy. He was recently tested positive for COVID-19. Is he Evo Morales? Is it Ivan Marquez? Is it Rodrigo Duterte? Or is it Jair Bolsonaro? Of course, the correct answer, an overwhelming 104 people got that correct, is Jair Bolsonaro. Evo Morales is from Bolivia. Ivan Marquez is from Colombia. Rodrigo Duterte is from the Philippines. The Brazilian president is Jair Bolsonaro. Well done to the 104 who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, Muru has overtaken JE into 4th position. Rahul J, Mad Max, and Terry still occupy the first 3 positions. Remember, it's just a slim lead that separates the top 5. Well done to Charu. You have 3 in a row. You're back in the game. Let's look at our next question. The parliamentary elections happen soon. Which electorate has the highest number of registered voters in Sri Lanka? Electorate in Sri Lanka has the highest number of registered voters. Is it Kaduwela? Is it Homagama? Is it Batikalo? Or is it Nuorelia Muskelia? I think it's a bit of an easy question. Hope everyone gets it right. Wow, I thought a lot of people would get it correct. Only 37 got it correct. Nuorelia Muskelia has the highest number of registered voters in Sri Lanka. I think they have more than 245,000 registered voters. Kaduwela is in second, I think. Homagama is in third, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, Batiklo is in third, I think. Homagama is also very close. But Nuorelia Muskelia has got almost double the number of voters compared to the other electorates. Well done to 37 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Right, Nuru has come up into second place now. Rahul J still in the lead. Mad Max in third. Terry is in fourth. Zoltan Shive, wow, well done. You are into the top 5 for the first time. Up 15 places, CM2. You are the highest climber for that last question. We look at our next question. Who was the first Tamil leader of opposition in the Sri Lankan parliament? The first Tamil leader of opposition in the Sri Lankan parliament? Was it Gigi Ponnambalam? Was it R. Sambandhan? Was it Appapille Amirthalingam? Or was it Varadaraja Perumal? The correct answer is, of course, Appapille Amirthalingam. When J.R. Jayawardena won an overwhelming majority in the parliament in the election in 1977, Appapille Amirthalingam, who was the leader of the TULF, the Tamil United Liberation Front, became Sri Lanka's first Tamil leader of opposition. Of course, R. Sambandhan subsequently also became the leader of opposition in the previous parliament. But the correct answer is Appapille Amirthalingam. Well done to the 63 of you who got that correct. We look at our leaderboard now. Alright, so Mad Max has overtaken Muru into second place. Rahul J still maintaining his top position. Anthrax Renuja, well done. You're into the top 5 for the first time. Terry is in fourth. Well done to the 7 players who just sit an answer streak of 5. I think I sound a bit like an auctioneer as well. Alright, move on to our next question. To which house or dynasty does Queen Elizabeth II belong to? Or in other words, what is the Queen's surname? What is Queen Elizabeth's surname, or to which house or dynasty does she belong to? Is it Mountbatten? Is it Windsor? Is it Mountbatten Windsor? Or is it Cambridge? Rajinage surname එක මොකක්ද? Ooh, well done. 84 of you got that correct. The correct answer is Windsor. So Mountbatten Windsor is given to the the male descendants of Queen Elizabeth, right? So all the kids who are being born these days, the male children are called Mountbatten Windsor. But Queen Elizabeth belongs to the House of Windsor. Well done to the 84 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard after 6 questions of round. Terry has once again come up into the top 3. Rahul J still in the lead, very closely followed by Mad Max. Muru is now in 4th. Anthrax Renuja is in 5th. Well done to Hamad, you have 3 in a row and you are back in the game. Let's look at our next question. The controversial Uma Oya project was initiated in 2008. Which country provides the main funding for the project? Which country provides the main funding for the Uma Oya project? Is it China? Is it Japan? Is it Iran? Or is it India? Well done to the 68 of you who got that correct. So Uma Oya project has been shrouded in controversy. There are flows cracking up in houses. The springs have dried up in Badulla. People don't have water to drink. The project was initiated in 2008. The government of Iran has agreed to sponsor 85% of the project. I think the total value is more than 80 billion US dollars. Well done to the 68 of you who got that correct. Iran is the country that is funding the Oya project. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Alright, Anthrax Venuja has jumped into the top 3. Terry is in 4th. Scipio is now into the top 5 for the first time. Rahul J is still in the lead, very closely followed by Mad Max. We are down to the last question of round number 2 of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 5. Members of the Bachchan family recently tested positive for COVID-19. What is the name of Aishwarya's and So almost the entire Bachchan family was tested positive for COVID-19. What's the name of Aishwarya's and Abhishek's daughter? Is it Deepika? Is it Aradhya? Is it Aksha? Or is it Abhisharya? Wow, excellent stuff. So the Bachchan family was very much in the news the past week. We had even Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa wishing the Bachchan family a speedy recovery. So Abhishek and Aishwarya's daughter also has unfortunately tested positive for COVID-19. Her name is Aradhya. Well done to the 104 who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now after round number 2. Alright, a big change. Mad Max has jumped up into the lead at 16,627 points. Scipio is now in second, 16,015 points. Terry, a very close third, 15,917. Rahul J has dropped into fourth, 15,637. And Muru is into the top 5 once again, 15,482. Well done, Zoe. You're making a comeback with 3 in a row. Look at our next round. So the next round is the round on business, science and technology. A lot of changes can happen during this round. Let's see. I think the questions are pretty easy this time around. Let's look at our first question in round number 3. Tea is one of our main exports. Where is the Tea Research Institute of Sri Lanka? Where is the Tea Research Institute of Sri Lanka located? Is it Nuwara, is it Talawakale, is it Ambewala, or is it Wattawala? I think this is a bit of an easy question. I think we should get it right. Well done. The correct answer is, of course, Talawakale is where the Tea Research Institute of Sri Lanka is located. Not Nuwara, not Wattawala, definitely not Ambewala. One person thought it was Ambewala. Well done to the 116 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, Muru has now come up into the top. He's in the 4th position now. Rahul J has dropped down to 5th. Mad Max still in the lead, very closely followed by Scipio and Terry. Well done. Well done to RA25X1. Lazy nickname එකක් දාන්න එපා මට කියවන්න පුළුවන්. You have 3 in a row. Well done. Let's look at our next question. PCR is an acronym we hear frequently these days. What does PCR stand for? Is it preliminary cold and cough research? Is it people's cold reaction? Is it polymerase chain reaction, or is it preliminary COVID-19 research? What does PCR stand for? Well done. 88 of you got that correct. We hear this word PCR. PCR. What does PCR mean? PCR means polymerase chain reaction, right? It observes the chain reaction of your DNA and it will identify if you are COVID-19 positive or not. Well done to the 88 of you who got that correct. I just thought of the other 3 answers, right? Let's look at our leaderboard now. Alright, so Terry is now in 2nd place. Muru is in 3rd. Charu has come up to the top 5. Well done, Charu. Malit as well for the first time. Mad Max still in the lead. And 19,212. Well done, Omid. You have 3 in a row and you are back in the game. Let's look at our next question. IKEA is a popular group that designs and sells ready-to-assemble furniture. Where IKEA founded? Where was IKEA or IKEA, whatever? Where was it founded? Is it Japan? Is it Netherlands? Is it Denmark? Or is it Sweden? IKEA is famous across the world for its ready-to-assemble furniture. Well done. So the company IKEA, which designs and sells ready-to-assemble furniture. If you haven't heard about this company, just do some research. They have some fantastic items on sale. Unfortunately, not available in Sri Lanka. Well done. It was founded in Sweden. The headquarters currently is in the Netherlands. Well done to the 91 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. Well done, Anthrax Renuja. You're making a comeback with 3 in a row. We move on to our next question. What is the largest organ in the human body? The largest organ in the human body. Is it the liver? Is it the heart? Is it the skin? Or is it the brain? Easy question. What is the largest organ in the human body? Well done. The correct answer is, of course, the skin, right? So the skin is the largest and heaviest organ in the human body. The liver is the largest internal organ. The heart and the brain are also very important organs in your body. But the correct answer is the skin. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, Charu has creeped up into 3rd position. Muru has just dropped down into 4th place. Mali 20 is in 5th. Terry is in 2nd. Mad Max is in the lead. Uber is one of the most commonly used apps in the world. What does the word Uber mean? Almost everyone uses Uber, right? But what does the word Uber mean? Is it fast and quick? Is it safe and secure? Is it outstanding or super? Is it famous or popular? What is the name? What is the meaning of the name or word Uber? Ooh, I thought that was a bit of an easy question. Uber is derived from German. It means outstanding or super, right? That's a very uber cool place, Ken. It's a super or outstanding place. Well done to the 25 of you who got that correct. You might see a change in the leaderboard now. Yes, change. Muru has come up into 2nd place. Mad Max still in the lead. Terry is in 3rd. Rahul J is in 4th. Charu is in 5th. Arthas, well done. You are up 12 places. You are the highest climber for that last question. What's the name given to the painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable disease or unrecoverable? What is the name given to the painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable disease or unrecoverable coma? Is it utopia? Is it euthanasia? Is it metamorphosis or is it thanatophobia? Well done. Right, I thought it would be a bit of a tougher question. It was in the news, I think last week, right? Some animals were actually put to death because they were suffering from illnesses. I think it was an elephant, and there was a lot of controversy regarding that. So the painless killing of a patient or even an animal suffering from an incurable disease or unrecoverable coma is called euthanasia. I think there are a lot of young kids also taking part today. It's a fantastic word for you to learn. It's called euthanasia. Utopia means it's fantastic, you're in a different world or in a fantasy world. Metamorphosis is a drastic transformation. For example, a caterpillar turning into a beautiful butterfly is called a metamorphosis. Thanatophobia is the fear of death. Euthanasia is the name given to the painless killing of a patient suffering from an incurable disease. I think it's still not legal in Sri Lanka, but in several European countries it is legal. Well done to the 87 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. All right, so well done. Muru has just overtaken Mad Max into the lead. Rahul J is in the top 3 once again. Terry is in 4th. Zoltan Shive, well done. You are in 5th. I think down to the last couple of questions in this round. This logo of a two-tailed siren belongs to one of the world's most famous brands. What is this? What is this brand? It is of a logo of a two-tailed siren. Is it Virgin? Is it Tesco? Is it Starbucks? Or is it Columbia? One of the world's most famous brands. Well done. Overwhelming response. Starbucks. 102 people got that correct. It is of a two-tailed siren. Some people call it a mermaid, but I think it's a siren. It belongs to Starbucks. Well done to the 102 who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, Rahul J has overtaken Mad Max into 2nd position. Muru still in the lead. Terry is in 3rd. Zoltan Shive is in 5th. Remember, it's a very slim lead between the top 5, right? 1,500 points up for grabs for each question. Anything can change. I think we're down to the last question of round number 3. Let's look at the question. Which animal appears on the World Health Organization logo? Which animal appears on the World Health Organization logo? Is it the panda? Is it the eagle? Is it the dove? Or is it the snake? Which animal appears on the WHO logo? Oh, the correct answer is the snake. The panda appears in the World Wildlife Fund logo. I did that on purpose. Trick question. 33 of you thought it was the panda. It's not the eagle. It's not the dove. The World Health Organization has a picture, as an image of a coiled snake. So well done to the 66 of you who had seen the World Health Organization logo and had noticed the snake on that. We are at the end of 3 rounds of Let's Get Quizzical game number 5. Sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. Let's look at our leaderboard after 3 rounds. Rahul J is now in the lead at 25,291 points. Well done, Rahul. Muru is in 2nd, 24,756. Terry is in 3rd, 24,603. Zoltan Shive is in 4th, 24,505. Mad Max is in 5th, 24,078. Well done. Let's look at round number 4. So round number 4 is on history, arts, and literature. The creative arts, history, and literature. A lot of people mess this round up. Usually people hate this round, but I think these are questions which you should know the answer to. Which 2011 movie starring Matt Damon depicts an almost similar scenario to what we are facing with COVID? Which 2011 movie starring Matt Damon depicts an almost similar scenario to what we are facing with COVID-19 now? Is it Pandora's Box? Is it Pandemic? Is it Contagion? Or is it the Cassandra Crossing? Well done. You have watched the movie Contagion, right? It is almost a similar scenario to what we are facing right now. Right? If you haven't watched that movie, please do watch it. Contagion, starring Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Kate Winslet, right? Pandora's Box is not the correct answer. Pandemic is a series on Netflix. The Cassandra Crossing is also a fantastic movie, right? It was done in 1976, starring Sophia Loren. I loved watching the Cassandra Crossing when I was young. Please, the movie is on YouTube, right? Watch it. You know, if you are used to the special effects of modern day movies, you might not find it interesting, but the Cassandra Crossing was an absolute thriller in the 1970s. Please do watch it. It's available on YouTube. It also speaks about an infection on a train. Well done to the 79 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Well done, Zoltan Shive. You are into 2nd place. Rahul J still in the lead. Terry is in third. Muru has dropped down to fourth position. Scipio has now once again come up into the top 5. Well done. Let's look at our next question of round number 4. Who was the first Secretary General of the United Nations? The first Secretary General of the United Nations, was it Dag Hammarskjöld? Was it Boutros Ghali? Was it Tryggve? Or was it Woodrow Wilson? Well done. So Dag Hammarskjöld was also a Secretary General of the United Nations. I think he was the youngest UN Secretary General. Boutros Ghali, also a more recent Secretary General of the UN. Woodrow Wilson, the former president, I think he was the 28th president of the US. He was actually the founder of the League of Nations, which later became the United Nations. But Tryggve, the Norwegian politician and statesman, was the first ever Secretary General of the United Nations. Well done to the 53 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, Charu, you are back into the top 5. Rahul J maintains the lead. Zoltan Shive is in second. Terry is in third. Muru is in fourth. Remember, anything can happen. There were people who were leading up until the penultimate question in previous episodes, and they have dropped down. Look at next question. According to Greek mythology, who was condemned to hold up the earth and the heavens? According to Greek mythology, who was condemned to hold up the earth and the heavens? Was it Thor? Was it Atlas? Was it Apollo? Or was it Hercules? Well done. You guys know your Greek mythology. So Thor is the god of thunder, very common in Nordic mythology. He's a Norse god, and also in Marvel comics, right? Apollo, also a very prominent Greek god. Hercules, very strong, I think he was a demigod. But Atlas is supposed to hold the earth on his shoulder. He was condemned to do that. That's why I think even the world maps are called the Atlas, right? Well done to the 86 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, Terry has come up into second position once again. Zoltan Shive is in third. Charu is in fourth. Muru is in fifth position. Rahul J is still in the lead. Right, let's look at our next question. Who is believed to have famously said, "We came in search of Christians and spies"? Who is believed to have famously or infamously said, "We came in search of Christians and spices"? Was it Christopher Columbus? Was it Lorenzo de Almeida? Was it Ferdinand Magellan? Or was it Vasco da Gama? Well done, you guys know your history. Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese captain, arrived in India. I think it was in Calicut. He got down, and when the natives asked why they are here, he said famously or infamously, "We came in search of Christians and spices." Right? ක්‍රිස්තියානීන් සහ කුළුබඩු හොයාගෙන අපි මෙහි ආවා කියලා තමයි කැලිකට් වරායට ගොඩ බැසපු වස්කෝ ද ගාමා කිව්වේ. Right? There's also very popular Sinhala saying Vasco da Gama Poskanda Ava, right? But Vasco da Gama came and apparently said, "We came in search of Christians and spices." Well done to the 74 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, Zoltan Shive has jumped up into first position, very closely followed by Terry. Rahul J is in third, Charu is in fourth, Muru is in fifth. Well done to Mali 20 on making a comeback with 3 in a row. We look at our next question. Described of the Napoleon of crime, who was the arch enemy of Sherlock? Who was the arch enemy of Sherlock Holmes? I'm sorry for the typo on Holmes. Was it Dr. Mortimer Granville? Was it Professor Cuthbert Calculus? Was it Dr. Victor von Doom? Or was it Professor James Moriarty? Wow, well done. 80 of you got that correct. So, Professor James Moriarty was described as the Napoleon of crime. He was the arch enemy of Sherlock Holmes, appearing in the last Sherlock Holmes book as well. Dr. Mortimer Granville was a British doctor, physician. Professor Cuthbert Calculus is Tintin's friend in the Tintin series. Dr. Victor Von Doom is the villain in Flash Gordon in Marvel Comics. But Professor James Moriarty, the Napoleon of crime, was the arch enemy of Sherlock Holmes. Let's look at the leaderboard now. So Terry is now in the lead at 31,276, very closely followed by Zoltan Shive, just 4 points separating them. Charu is in third, 30,738. Rahul J is in fourth. Muru is in fifth. We look at our next question. Which electoral seat did D.S. Senanayake represent when he became the first Prime Minister of Ceylon? Which electoral seat did D.S. Senanayake represent when he became the first Prime Minister? Was it Maharagama? Was it Dadigama? Was it Mirigama? Or was it Biyagama? Of course, the correct answer is Mirigama. Maharagama, I just put there on purpose to sort of make people get it wrong. Dadigama was Dudley Seranayake's seat. Biyagama, I think, was Ranil Wickramasinghe's seat when he first joined Parliament. Well done. Mirigama was the seat of D.S. Senanayake. Let's look at our leaderboard. And AK has now come into the top 5 for the first time. Kerry is still in the lead, very closely followed by Zoltan Shive. Charu is in third. Rahul J is in fourth. Well done, Dinaja, making a comeback with 3 in a row. We are down to the last few questions of this round. Which island did Charles Darwin visit in 1835 that eventually helped him present his theory of evolution? So Charles Darwin visited a certain island in 1835. He observed certain things on that island, and that eventually helped him to present his theory of evolution. Was it the Easter Island? Was it Madagascar? Was it Fiji Island? Or was it the Galapagos Island? Of course, the correct answer is the Galapagos Island. Well done to the 99 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. Terry is still in the lead. We are down to the last question of round number 4 of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 5, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. Who created the famous Sinhalese novel Hatpana? Who created the famous Sinhalese novel Hatpana? Was it W.A. Silva? Was it Sagara Palansurya? Was it Simon Navagatte Gama? Or was it Kumaratunga Munidasa? I think it should be an easy question. Well done. The correct answer is Kumaratunga Munidasa. 113 of you got that correct. Not W.A. Silva, also a brilliant writer. Sagara Palansurya, brilliant writer and a poet. Simon Navagatte Gama, also a brilliant writer. But Kumaratunga Munidasa created Hatpana. If you haven't read it, please do read it. If you haven't watched the movie, please watch the movie. Well done to the 113 of you who got that correct. We are at the end of round number 4 of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 5. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Kim Jong-un, well done. You have 3 in a row. You are back in the game. So Terry is still in the lead after 4 rounds, 35,606. Zoltan Shive is in second, 35,315. Rahul J is in third, 33,806. Charu is in fourth, 33,643. AK is in fifth, 32,349. Well done, everyone. We are down to the last round of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 5, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. Let's look at our final round, sports and entertainment. Question number 1. Which type of wood is commonly used to create first-class level cricket bats? Which type of wood is commonly used to create first class level cricket bat? Is it coconut? Is it turpentine? Is it willow? Or is it mahogany? Of course, the correct answer is willow. Pol pitten api cricket gahuwa ithin api paare cricket gahanakota, so it's not coconut, not turpentine. Turpentine is very commonly used to make sleepers on railway tracks. Mahogany is a common wood used for furniture and things like windows and internal doors. But well done. Willow is the correct answer. It's commonly used to create cricket bats. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Not much of a change in the top 5. We are down to the last few questions. Well done, Davis. You're back with an answer streak of 3. Name the Greek water carrier who became a hero by winning the marathon gold in the first modern Olympic Games. Name the Greek water carrier who became an instant national hero by winning the marathon gold in the first modern Olympic Games. Was it Spiridon Lewis? Was it Paavo Nurmi? Was it Georgios Kyriakos? Or was it Nicholas Kaklamanakis? Wow, I thought there would be a better response for this question, right? So Spiridon Lewis was, he started off as a very poor boy. He was carrying water, mineral water, to help his father earn money. So he became an instant hero when he won the marathon, right? At that time, the longest event in the Olympics. He won the inaugural marathon gold in the 1896 Modern Olympics, the first Modern Olympics in 1896 in Athens. Paavo Nurmi was known as the Flying Finn. He was a very famous Olympian, a gold medalist. Nicholas Kaklamanakis is also an Olympian, a gold medalist for sailing. Georgios Kyriakos was the birth name of George Michael, the late famous singer. Yeah, he was Greek as well. Spiridon Lewis was the Greek water carrier who became a hero by winning the marathon in the first Olympic Games. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, AK has come up into 4th position. Terry is still in the lead. Zoltan Shive is in 2nd. Rahul J is in 3rd. Charu is in 5th. Well done to the Dark Phantom. You are making a comeback with 3 in a row. Let's look at our next question. What is the motto of the Paralympic Games? What is the Paralympic Games? Okay, the Paralympic Games was also supposed to happen this year. What is the motto of the Paralympic Games? Is it share the dream? Is it spirit in motion? Is it not for self but for all? Or is it impossible is nothing? Ooh, I knew some people, most of you have selected impossible is nothing. That would have been a good motto for the Paralympic Games. Share the dream is the motto of the Commonwealth Games. Not for self but for all, non-citizen omnibus is the motto of Bishop's College, my daughter's school. But the correct answer is spirit in motion, the motto of the Paralympic Games. Well done to the 47 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, Muru has shot up back into the top 5. Well done, Muru. Terry is still in the lead. Very closely followed by Zoltan Shive. Rahul J is in 3rd. Muru is in 4th. AK is in 5th. Remus Lupin is making a comeback with 3 in a row. We are down to our next question. This 5-time Olympic gold medal winner was the star of the first Tarzan movies. He is a 5-time Olympic gold medal winner. He was also the star of the first few Tarzan movies. What was his name? Was it Sean Connery? Was it Johnny Weissmuller? Was it Edgar Rice Burroughs? Or was it Laurence Olivier? Alright, well done. Johnny Weissmuller won 5 Olympic gold medals. I think he was a swimmer, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he was a swimmer. He was chosen to star as Tarzan, the ape man, in the first 12 Tarzan movies. Sean Connery was the original James Bond. Edgar Rice Burroughs was the author of Tarzan. Laurence Olivier, also a famous actor, but the correct answer, the Olympian gold medal winner who became the first Tarzan, was Johnny Weissmuller. Well done to the 68 of you who got that correct. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Patsy out of nowhere has come back into the top 5. Remember, I told you, don't give up. You can always win this in the last few questions. Terry is still in the lead. Zoltan Shive is in second. Rahul J is in third. Muru is in fourth. Let's look at our next question. Name the driver who has won the most number of Formula One World Championships. Name the driver who has won the most number of Formula One World Championships today. Michael Schumacher? Is it Lewis Hamilton? Is it Juan Manuel Fangio? Or is it Sebastian Vettel? Well done. Michael Schumacher, the undisputed king of Formula One World Championships, has won 7 World Championships. Lewis Hamilton is very close. He might overtake Michael Schumacher anytime now. He has won 6. Juan Manuel Fangio, a veteran driver of the 50s, has won 5 World Championships. Sebastian Vettel, a contemporary and arch rival of Lewis Hamilton, has won 4. Well done to the 94 of you who got that correct. So let's look at our leaderboard now. Perry is still in the lead, very closely followed by Zoltan Shive, less than 100 points separating them. Sorry, less than 1,000 points separating them. Rahul J is in third. Muru is in fourth. Patsy is in fifth. Well done, Zoltan Shive. You have an answer streak of 24 in a row. Well done. Excellent stuff. Let's look at our next question. What is the most position in the game of netball? Right, so the correct answer is center. Rahul J has now come up into second place. Zoltan Shive is in third. Patsy is in fourth. Muru is now in fifth position. All right, U1015 is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Let's look at our next question. Who has been the only world chess champion from Asia? Was it Vijay Amritraj? Was it Vijay Mallya? Was it Vishwanath Anand? Or was it Vidit Santosh? He has been the only world chess champion from Asia. Of course, the correct answer is Vishwanath Anand, the Indian chess player. He has been the only world chess champion from Asia so far. Vijay Amritraj was a tennis player. Vijay Mallya is a business tycoon from India. Vidit Santosh is also a top-ranked chess player in India at the moment. Let's look at our leaderboard now. Okay, not much of a change in the top 5, right? Sujani, well done. You're making a comeback with 3 in a row. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last question of Let's Get Quizzical, game number 5, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. Which team has competed in the most number of FIFA World Cup finals without ever winning? Which team has competed in the most number of FIFA World Cup finals without ever winning? Portugal, Czechoslovakia, Netherlands, or Hungary? The correct answer is Netherlands. Netherlands have been unfortunate thrice. They have come to the World Cup finals thrice. I think the last time they came was in 2010 versus Spain. Portugal has never come to the finals of a FIFA World Cup. Czechoslovakia and Hungary have both been to the finals twice, right, a long time ago. But Netherlands has come to the finals 3 times in the FIFA World Cup and have never won. I'm about to publish the winners of Let's Get Quizzical game number 5, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. In third place, Zoltan Shive, well done. In second position, Rahul J. And the winner is Terry. Well done, Terry. I think I know who Terry is. Betsy is in 4th. Muru is in 5th. Well done, girls and boys, for that fantastic performance. We had more than 200 registrants this time as well. I think more than 150 took part. Hope you all learned something new. Hope you all had fun. Thank you for the fantastic comments that people are giving. Thank you to the Bristol Institute of Business Management for once again sponsoring this fantastic quiz. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, SL Masterminds. Thank you so much for being a part of Let's Get Quizzical game number 5, sponsored by the Bristol Institute of Business Management. Thank you so much. Good night. God bless you all.